How are
And you'll see people in the theater that are talking.
how you know the
Yeah, more than
Is it a summer camp? Is it a camp?
right now, next 3 days, it's
Do you have to think of things to do?
every day.
Excellent.
It's okay.
It's quality time. Because you can't get that back. I have to invite neighbors every other weekend to say comfortable, to say comfortable. Because my husband likes to go there. So they get 2 meals and I have 3 sons, the oldest is married. So they come in the food and they take home the I get 2 meals. Because if I don't hold the second order,
I know. I keep thinking I hear you.
did he just move out? That'll never go away.
All right. Well, it's time for our close-up.
Yeah, and just remind your food about that. And I'll clean up with the later tomorrow. So just to because you can without me. I'm on video later. I'm not to record about when it's done. No, Kevin. I'm listening. But Kevin gave me his email. And then we sat side to girls and the whole day till 10:30 and everybody finishes doing their back. So I'll email them when I get out.
What the only place that gives you a call county? Clearly they have any choice.
They probably will have it unless Kevin sends out court watchers, which
But
On the air.
I know you're all here to talk about potholes, right? No? Okay. Could I ask you to please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
There's nothing better than the sound of young people doing the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you for that. We have the opportunity tonight to recognize some excellent students, Sleepy Hollow High School and Briarcliff High School. We have proclamations for both of your schools. I'm not going to read the whole thing because you're not going to want to listen to me read all this. The first one I'm going to give to Sleepy Hollow High School. They were recognized for the Metro's Honor Awards, and it's a big deal from what I've learned in the past week. The exciting event was held on June 10, 2019 at the Purchase Performing Arts Center with 6 shows nominated for outstanding overall production. The production team of Sleepy Hollow High School's spring musical Hello Dolly received the top honor. The production also received additional awards for outstanding actress in a leading role and choreography. So, as my job as supervisor at Town of Mount Pleasant, along with the town board members, we extend a proud congratulations as we proclaim Wednesday, June 26, 2019, as Sleepy Hollow High School Spring Musical Hello Dolly Day. Who's going to be the star and come up and get this?
How about the leading actress?
The leading actress?
That's great.
The actress.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Your name?
Ginger.
Ginger?
Ginger what?
Sicaria.
Okay.
Nice to meet you. Congratulations, Roy. You did a great job.
Thank you so much.
Come on up and shake her hand.
I'm a junior. Oh, yes, another. Oh, thank you so much. Very nice.
Good work. Good job. Good seeing you.
Second proclamation goes to Briarcliff. Whereas the exciting event was held on June 10, 2019 at the Purchase Performing Arts Center, from the 8 nominees, Briarcliff High School won the Outstanding Graphic Design category. So now I, Carl Vigenzi, along with the town board, extend proud congratulations as we proclaim June 27th as Briarcliff High School Music Chitty Chitty Bang Bang Day in the town of Mount Pleasant. Who will accept this award?
Thank you so much.
What's your name?
Mathina Chan.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great job.
Come on. If I may, I'd like to add to this. As the parent of a successful actor that got his start in high school theater, I'd like to acknowledge the effort that the cast and crew and the faculty advisor goes through to make a production come through, and also to the parents, because I've been backstage putting on makeup on boys that hated me for it. And in addition to that, I went to Sleepy Hollow High School for 9th and 10th grade, so. So congratulations to all.
I'd like to just take a minute to acknowledge all of the students here in Mount Pleasant, because the nominations are as difficult it is to get a nomination. The winners, that's amazing. You bring such honor to our town. But also, we'd like to say congratulations to Pleasantville, Valhalla, and Westlake High Schools for their nominations. And we all look forward to next year's musical and dramatic productions, because it's something I love to do, is come and see all your shows. So thank you all.
I'm sure you want to stay and listen to all the nitty-gritty stuff we do at our town board meetings. But if you do want to stay, you're welcome to stay. If you'd like to gather and chit-chat outside, you're welcome to do so.
Thank you for
Okay.
coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
There we go.
Okay, moving on, first item on the supervisory report is to call for a public hearing to amend Town Ordinance 206-46, Schedule 12. This is for parking prohibited at all times to include Liberty Street. From time to time, the police department reviews certain areas where they'll get a complaint to look at an area where they think it's a dangerous situation, whether it's cars parked along the street that create a line of sight issue, whatever. So this particular public hearing will be on deciding on Liberty Street and on both sides from a point 335 feet east of Commerce Street to Marietta Avenue. So we will schedule this public hearing
Let's do it for July 9th.
July 9th. I'll take a motion on that.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second?
second by Ms. Haggis. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is call for a public hearing to amend Town Ordinance 206-46 again. Parking prohibited at all times to include Rose Street. Again, these actions usually happen because people will call our police department and suggest some changes. What they want to do here is prohibit parking at all times on Rose Street, both sides from a point 200 feet from East Elwood Avenue. We will schedule that also for July 9th,
Yes.
and I will take a motion to do that.
Move to approve, please?
Motion by Ms. Haggis,
Second.
seconded by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay. While we're on parking, the third one, call for a public hearing to amend Town Ordinance 206-52. Schedule 18, time limit parking including on Marble Avenue. Recommendation is time limit to be amended to include, this is Marietta Avenue between Linwood Avenue and Worth Place. Hours would be, the limit would be 4 hours between 8 and 6 p.m., except for Saturdays, Sundays, and holidays. We'll schedule this also for July 9th.
Yes.
Wow. I'll move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item, item 4 is call for a public hearing to amend zoning code 218-3. This is in regards to definitions and schedule of regulations. This has to do with 1 Zeiss Drive. This is an existing building that Zeiss owns. And we will be we'll have a public hearing on this as far as amending the code. The details of the code will be publicized, but we'll schedule the public hearing for July 9th.
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to schedule a public hearing for this zoning amendment.
Motion by Mr. Saliano,
Second.
second by Ms. Smalley. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 5 is to call for a public hearing to amend Code 196-31 regards to grants and exemptions. Right now on the town code, there's an issue with cold water veterans exemptions. What the veterans are getting and what is required by town code, there was some errors on that. So what we're doing is trying to clear it up to make sure that the veterans all get properly taken care of. It does not change their exemptions, does not lessen it, will not increase it. It will only make it match up with what the code is. So this public hearing will be to amend the code 196-31, and the details of that code will be on the website. That will also be for July 9th. It will be a busy night.
I'd like to make a motion for a public hearing to amend Town Code 196-31, grant of exemption.
Motion by Mr. Saliano,
I will second, please.
second by Ms. Smalley. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is refer 590 Commerce Street in Thornwood the petition to the planning board for site plan review. The board is familiar with this petition. The planning board will review it. We had changed the code probably within the last year, which allows residential above retail. This particular building is a little different because the ground floor on one side is on Commerce Street. The ground floor on Marietta is they want to be residential. So it's something that the planning board can review and make recommendations. They would probably look at parking, recreation space, and those kind of things. So this resolution would refer to the planning board for their review.
I move to approve, please.
Motion by Ms. Hagedis,
Second.
second by Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is refer Tunstall Holdings LLC's petition to the planning board for text amendment revisions to zoning code 218-3. This has to do with Legion Drive. They came to us, made a presentation in regards to this particular property, wanting to possibly have a daycare on that site. So we would submit this to the planning board, let them review it, and come back to us with their recommendation. So this resolution would refer this to the planning board for their review.
Move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second?
second by Ms. Hagedis. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is a block party request. Requesting approval of a block party on Saturday, August 17th with a rain date of Saturday, August 31st. The address is 254 Willis Avenue in Hawthorne. It will be between Frankfurt Street and Main Street. And the request is from 12 p.m. until 11 p.m. This will be their 5th year having this event. So just so you know, the whole town is invited, so you're welcome to
Yeah, I
go
was
there.
wondering.
They may not want to know that, but get some extra hot dogs.
Do you have hot dogs and hamburgers or just hot dogs?
I didn't get a menu on this one. We have to request that next time. I need a motion to approve this block party request.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Saliano,
Second.
second by Ms. Smalley. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Purchase order 830-19-19, replacement for parts for the Commerce Street Pump Station. Water, there's always expense with water. Commerce Street Pump Station is where we have our UV plant. This purchase order, let me see, we got some numbers here. Vendor is Mercer Rubber Company. So the price is $2,955. It's a nitrile tube to cover drilled to for ductile iron retaining rings. I won't get into the details on that one. But this purchase order is for $2,955.
Move to approve, please.
Motion by Ms. Haggerty.
Second.
Second by Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Authorization to enter into an IMA with the Village of Pleasantville regarding the Mount Pleasant Library. For quite a few years, the agreement with the town of Mount Pleasant and the Village of Pleasantville, we've done a lot of things together, some things with agreements, some things without agreements. What we needed to do is to clean up this agreement a little bit more and make it so that the one who's running the library, John Fearon, his job could be running the library and not being a contractor, not being an estimator, not being a repair guy. So what we're doing with this agreement is the town of Mount Pleasant and the Village of Pleasantville will be sharing more of the responsibilities of anything that happens there as far as capital projects. This will take some of the load off of John Fearon, who's an excellent administrator of that library. So the only difference in the agreement that we are holding is that the percentages in the agreement will be changed. Darius, you have the numbers?
The draft that I submitted to the board, it was 60-40, but it's going to remain for year one, the
60.
34%, 66 expense to the town, 34% to the village. And after the year and some things that we look at in terms of budgets, we'll look at again, the 66-34 was the historical amount
Right.
over the last year.
Being that the village has already completed their budget, it would be proper to throw any changes into that number for this year. We will talk about it moving forward. The administrator and the mayor, we've had that discussion, and everybody's welcome to sit down and talk about that moving forward. This resolution will approve the IMA with those changes.
I'd like to move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Authorization to renew the agreement with the consultant services, the Block Environmental Services. They have been taking care of our water system for quite a few years. There was a 1% increase for the first half of 2020. There will not be an increase for the balance of 2019, which is $20,500. Slight increase of 1% for 2020, $20,700. And the monthly budget line for this engineering service is $9,600. So this is just to renew the Block Environmental proposal moving forward.
Move to approve, please.
Motion by Ms. Haggerty,
Second.
second by Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is authorization to promote Susan Maskell-Calcy to the title of Assistant Engineer effective June 26th, salary as per CSEA contract. Susan has been with us for quite a few years, an excellent engineer. She has shared a lot of the responsibilities going over and above as David is sharing his talents with both water, sewer, and engineering. So this will authorize us to promote Susan to the much-deserved title of Assistant Engineer effective June 26, 2019.
Move for approval, please. Very well deserved. Thank you.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
Second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is authorization to hire Sean Powers as an intern. He has helped previously in the assessor's office, and he's expressed an interest in continuing before he starts college at the end of the summer. Total hourly rate, $17.50 an hour. Total cost for his time, the estimated time will be $1,400.
Move for approval.
Motion by Mr. DiPaolo,
Second?
second by Ms. Hagedis. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is just to make sure there's clarification on our summer meetings. As you may or may not know, we only have 2 meetings in July and 2 meetings in August, 1 work session, 1 public meeting. This resolution just clarifies that in case anybody has a question about when our meetings are. So it'll be the 1st and 2nd of July and the 1st and 2nd of August will be our 2 meeting nights.
Move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Ms. Hagedis. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Right now, it's business from the floor. Anybody wish to address the board is welcome to do so.
How much time does the person have to speak or read a letter?
5 minutes.
Okay, I think I can do this.
Can you come up here? Did you sign in?
Oh, did I sign? Yeah, if you wouldn't mind signing in, please. I'll just grab you how to erase the class. And your name? Susan Hanks.
Can you stand for the mic? Yeah.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here, and thank you for hearing this letter. The abundant usage of 2-stroke gas-powered leaf blowers in our community reminds me of the days we used to smoke in restaurants, airplanes, faculty rooms, movie theaters, and bars. Then we discovered how harmful secondhand smoke is, and still it took years of hard work to get the laws changed so innocent bystanders are not put at risk. I live in a small house on a strip of other modest homes adjacent to 2 churches and a firehouse that allow multiple leaf blowers to run simultaneously and for long periods of time. I have neighbors to the right and left of me as well as behind the house that use the equipment. Not only are your nerves rattled after they leave, but your lungs are filled with dust and harmful gas emissions. Your eyes sting and your ears hurt. We have 3 senior homes on this little strip of 8 houses in Picantico Hills, and 4 homes with young children, a pregnant mom, a boy with asthma, and previously a child with autism, a paraplegic, a PTSD sufferer, 6 dogs, and lots of wild animals who are put upon as well. We have 2 infants further down by the school and more small children and their friends, more seniors confined in their homes. After digging around for the finer points of Mount Pleasant's unnecessary noise E-Code 360, I found some important details. During the hours of 8 a.m. and 6 p.m., noise levels within any residential zone district shall not exceed 65 decibels. Leaf blowers and old mowers run at about 90 to 100 decibels each. Recently, I had to endure the noise starting at less than 25 feet from my yard when 5 industrial-strength blowers and 2 antiquated mowers descended on the property next door and ran continuously for 3 hours. I was forced inside that beautiful spring day and finally left the house because the low frequencies of these things, they penetrate cement. You can't escape the noise. The air was clean and fresh, and by the time these guys left, I was eating dust. My dogs were freaked out and my ears hurt. None of the workers were wearing any protection to eyes, ears, and mouth, as is deemed necessary by manufacturers. Many people living in Picantico Hills have been fortunate enough to grow old at home and raise children at home.
Some of us work at home and are often literally driven from our properties to escape the noise that can start at 8 a.m. Monday morning and go until 5 intermittently throughout the week all around the neighborhood. Our guaranteed right to peaceful enjoyment of our property is being violated by noise. The extreme noise coming from building and remodeling of homes, landscaping, sirens, and traffic is more and more extreme, causing unnecessary stress and an inability to focus on our work. E-Code 360 also states, no person shall cause or permit the creation of any unnecessary noise exceeding 55 decibels on any street, sidewalk, or public place adjacent to any school, church, senior citizen center, or authorized daycare center while in use or adjacent to any hospital at any time, provided that signs are displayed so as to identify such a zone. Picantico Hills is home to quite a few seniors. There are children being cared for all over the community. Must we put up signs? Even inside, we are oppressed by the noise because the low frequencies produced go through walls and cement. I'm noticing there are young children who have to endure the unbelievable noise the area is generating while their parents are working somewhere else, maybe in New York City, where leaf blowers are illegal. If the beautifully maintained Central Park can do without leaf blowers, Mount Pleasant's homes and establishments can also. Do I have another minute?
Just about.
Okay, let me read some excerpts from a letter written to Eastchester Town Board members by a large group of doctors from Mount Sinai Hospital. Internal combustion, power tools, and leaf blowers pose multiple hazards to human health. Children are most susceptible members of our population to these hazards because they breathe more air per pound of body weight per day than adults, and thus inhale more of any pollutants that are thrown into the air by this equipment. And this is a good letter. Hopefully you'll read all of it. I can send you a link. The hazards associated with leaf blowers and some internal combustion power tools include airborne pollutants. Leaf blowers create large volume of airborne particulates, many of which are respirable. Inhalation of these small airborne particles can provoke asthma and other respiratory diseases in children and can increase the severity of chronic lung disease in our elderly. It goes on. Noise is a second hazard associated with much of this equipment. Manufacturer estimates of noise levels from leaf blowers for bystanders 50 feet away are about 70 decibels, and so on. The World Health Organization tells us don't use them at all. And these guys don't turn them off when you walk by either. And they can easily throw a rock in your eye and, really hurt somebody. So that's all I have to say for now.
Can you give me a copy of that? Will you send it to me?
Yes, and I also, for your benefit, I made a 3-minute video for you that includes the neighborhood and some of the leaf blowers, and I kind of made it amusing.
How large are the properties there?
On that little strip, I'm talking about where I live, just under an acre. But there are larger properties that are using them around. And I've been talking to people, even people that use them hate them. It's kind of weird to me that these landscapers have this power that even people who pay them are afraid to tell them not to use them. It's kind of funny to me, but Bedford doesn't allow, Sleepy Hollow doesn't allow them in the summer anymore, and I think we should at least look at.
Well, we're definitely going to look at it. We did look at other ordinances in other areas. We'll be discussing it further. I would appreciate whatever information you can share with me, and I'll share it with the board.
Thank you. And Bedford has a great law with all the details, answers all the questions anybody might have about why they're focusing on leaf blowers primarily.
And could you provide those links? You said you,
Yeah, I appreciate you wanting them. Thank you.
Anyone else like to address the board?
Could you sign in, please?
Yeah, hi, my name is Steve Ravecchio, and I was here at the last meeting, I'm just back to address the wall on 50 Columbus. So they did some work on it. We understand all the blocks are falling. They did work, did a nice job, did in front of my steps, did wonderful. We can go up the steps now. There's about 15 blocks left to put up and maybe a little repointing. That's in front of my property, which I'm the only property that actually entrances from that side. So today they showed up, the highway department, with yellow tape, barriers, made the house look like a crime scene, which I don't understand why. All it takes is maybe another man for a day or two to put the blocks in, and instead of having the house and the property look horrible. I know they're trying to revitalize downtown Valhalla, which I'm the beginning of it. That's not revitalizing it. That's making the place look like a ghetto. And I don't understand why this went on today. I called the supervisor. They got back to me and told me that it's in the court's hand right now. The lawyers are looking at it. And it may be a long time before these lawyers get to where they're going.
Well, I think I explained this to you on 2 previous occasions. We don't even know whose wall it is.
Right, I understand.
We're trying, I wanted them to focus on making sure that your entrance was safe. That was the first thing.
And they did a very good
But
job.
for us to have our highway department spend the week there redoing it, there's a lot of work that needs to be done there. They can't do it. They have so much going on right now with a limited staff that they're taking care of other things. There's road work being done, drainage work.
Right.
And
they
we
told me that.
understand he wanted to make sure the area was safe. That's why they cordoned it off.
Right. So how long is this going to be like this? I mean, that's
I don't know. I'll be honest with
it
you.
looks horrible. Why would we do this to this town? They don't do it. If you go look at all the walls in the
First
other
of all,
town.
like I explained to you, it's not our wall. okay?
Right.
That's the first thing.
Understood.
We're not even supposed to be doing it. We're trying to make it safe. That's what we're working on.
Right. But making it safe would be putting the blocks in, not putting a barrier right next to it, because the blocks may hit somebody anyway. That's not really doing it.
I'm
Just
trying
repairing
to
the job.
explain to you the process here. It's not
Understood.
something where we just go there and rebuild the wall. It doesn't work that way. We have to get, first of all, it's not ours. We have to get permission to do it. Nobody wants to take ownership of it.
Right.
We are
understood.
actually looking into it now. We're doing a title search to find out who owns
Right.
it, to hold somebody responsible for it.
Do we have any time frame? Any close to time frame? Because
I don't
what they told me, it could be years.
No, not gonna be years. No, we'll know.
I mean, again, like I said, it's in front of my property. It looks horrible, and I know you wouldn't want that in front of your property.
That's why I made sure that they got over there and made your area
and
as safe as
and
possible.
and appreciate it. But that's what I have.
But we're very well aware of it. It's talked about on a weekly basis, what we're gonna do there. Our town attorney's working on it.
Right. That's
The
what they
title
told me.
company's looking at it. So it's not a instant fix, but we are working on it. We're not ignoring this at all.
Okay. All right.
Okay?
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anyone else wish to address the board? Move on to the town clerk's agenda.
Town clerk's agenda, town board meeting, June 25th, 2019. Received signed agreement with the following fire districts: Town of Mount Pleasant and Thornwood Fire District Number 1, Kensico Water District and Thornwood Fire District, Pocatico Water District Number 1 and Pocatico Fire District, Apple Hill Farm Water District and Newcastle Fire District. Received 3 zoning board appeals: Susanna Hannigan, Aldo Cerrone, Richard Zimmer. Received 3 notices of claim: Michael Dolan versus Town of Mount Pleasant, Memicio M. Santos III versus Town of Mount Pleasant, Raja Mukherjee versus Town of Mount Pleasant.
Item C would be referred to the town attorney. Thank you. Moving on to council reports, Councilman DiPaolo.
Thank you. Good evening to the public. On behalf of the Comptroller's Office, there are 4 items on the agenda this evening. The first is the Comptroller's memo dated 6/25/2019. And out of the Town Clerk's Office, we have some bills for Journal News totaling $510. Out of the Building Town Hall line, we have Carico Heating and Cooling. This is a monthly maintenance contract for $940. EBP Supply Solutions, this is for paper supplies in Town Hall for $553.64. for a total for this line, $1,493.64. The off-street parking fund, we have New York State Department of Transportation, June 2019 commuter parking, $2,690. Out of the home and community services line, we have David Zuckerberg. This is a refund for pool application, and that's $75. Licenses and permits line, David Zuckerberg, again, a refund pool application. This is for $3,015. Out of the public safety fund, we have Amazon Capital for floor liners for the new fleet of police vehicles. That's $557.88. Corsi Tire for police department tires, $788.10. Mount Kisco Chevrolet, we have some bearings and other sensors and parts, the total for that line is $2,207.08. Safety inspection line, certified elevator inspections. This is for an elevator inspection for $3,075. Home delivered meals. We have Imperial Bag and Paper. These are paper supplies for our senior meal program. Also some twist ties. The total there is $290.84. Out of the Bradhurst program line, again, we have some paper supplies for the meal program, some placemats. The vendor there is Imperial Bag and Paper again. The total is $483.20. Out of the supplemental nutrition line, we have, again, Imperial Bag and Paper, more supplies, $287.98. Out of our adult programs line, we have Jujumycin Groups. This is To Kill a Mockingbird. Looks like an event that was attended, $5,574.50. Out of the planning board line, we have Cleary Consulting. This is the May 2019 project administration fees for $1,000. Out of the general repairs line, Charles Maganaro, we have storm sewer rehab over on Whittier Drive for $6,250. Atlantic Asphalt and Earth, we have some concrete sidewalk for Liberty Street, $2,250. The total on that line, $8,500. Out of the Capitol building line, we have Dennis Adams Contracting, and this is for installation for our town hall roof. It's $27,840. Highway garage roof repair line, Charles Maganaro, roof feasibility study, $9,191.25. Out of the energy efficiency line, we have Keating Electric and Technologies. This is for the electrical vehicle circuits that were recently installed, $17,528. Capital Old Farm Hill Water Line, 64 seconds. This looks like a complete system for the Old Farm Water District, $22,178. From Capital Supply Construction, we have some ductile iron pipe gaskets for $4,207.90. Card member services, we have 600 feet of portable drinking hose for that water district while improvements are being made, $4,804. And from Thal Industries, we have 50.46 tons of 3/4 inch stone, $1,463.34. The total on that line, $32,653.24. Out of the Kensico Capital Projects line, card member services, we have some Home Depot supplies for $1,935.48. Pat's Deli, we have $102.64, and some wrenches, we have $313.56. Dakota Supply Corp, we have some K-Crete, that's $2,683. From Thal Industries, we have 22.63 tons of 3/4 inch stone at $656.27. The total there, $5,690.95. Out of the Mount Pleasant Consolidated Sewer District line, we have Carmel Windwater Works. This is for a friction washer, and that's $351.80. Joint Water District Fund, we have D&E Business Forms. These are for water quality postcards, and that's for $578.81. And the processing of those postcards, $539. From Carmel Windwater Works, we have a Hymax, is that a coupling, I suppose, $1,300. Ross Valve Manufacturing, we have a service repair on some pressure valves, $5,179.54. D&E Business Forms, Heliocytic Notice Print and Mailing, $1,161.19. And the postage for the water quality postcards, $1,390.67, a total out of the Joint Water District Fund for $10,149.21. Mechanical Water District, D Block Environmental Services, we have our monthly operation and maintenance for $14,950. H. Crevitt & Co., we have some, what is that, hypo?
Chemicals for mechanical pump station.
Gotcha. $366, and the total there out of that water district line is $15,316. Out of the Kensico water line, we have D&E business forms, and this is for the Haliocytic notice print and mail, $1,429. D Block Environmental, this is for the May 2019 operations and maintenance line, it's $14,950. HACH Chemical Company, some digital sensors for the Kensico Water District, $2,035.06. And H. Crevitt & Co., again, some chemicals for the pump station, $1,220. Total out of the Kensico water line is $19,634.06. Grand total for this week's comptroller's memo is $167,556.75. Respectfully submitted by Brian Keneally, our comptroller. I would move to pay the bills.
Motion by Mr. DiPaolo.
Seconded.
Second by Ms. Smalley. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Second item on the agenda of the comptroller's office is for purchase order number, bear with me, 131-19-07, and this is the authorization to purchase 2 computers and related software for the building department. The vendor here is Hewlett Packard & Co. The total for this equipment purchase is $2,497.10. I would move for approval.
Motion by Mr. DiPaolo.
Second.
Second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Third item on the agenda is for purchase order number 131-19-08, and this is authorization to purchase some network cabling for the building department and recreation department. This is necessary equipment to help our network systems function, and the vendor is Sullivan Data Management. The total cost is $2,532.28. Move for approval.
Motion by Mr. DiPaolo.
Second.
Second by Ms. Smalley. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And the last item on the comptroller's agenda this evening is to authorize a lump sum payout to a recent retiree, David Antilla. And the amount of that payout would be $6,341.68. I wish him very well, and I would move for approval.
Motion by Mr. DiPaolo.
Second.
Second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Saliano.
Good evening. Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My report is from the police department. We have 4 items for you for this evening. The first item is a purchase order number 30-19-33. It's for police equipment, and this is for bulletproof vests to protect our new 3 officers that we hired. The total price was $2,933.40, and it's noted that half of the cost will be reimbursed through the Bulletproof Vest Partnership. So we're not going to incur the entire cost. So I move for approval for these vests for our officers, please.
Motion by Mr. Saliano.
Second.
Second by Ms. Haggerty. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you so much. The second item is a purchase order number 30-1934, Premark thermoplastic road markings. So these road markings are thermoplastic road markings. They're for railroad crossing paving work at Stevens Avenue, Lakeview Avenue, and South Kensico Avenue. They're important for public safety. The vendor is NS Flint Incorporated. They're located in Greensboro, North Carolina. Again, this is for traffic safety for our residents, and the total cost is $3,331. I respectfully ask the board for a motion of approval, please.
Motion by Mr. Saliano.
Second.
Second by Ms. Smalley. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thanks so much. The third item is authorization for police chief to attend New York Chiefs of Police Conference, July 21st to the 24th. This is for Chief Oliva. He's going to attend the Chiefs Conference, and again, an effort to stay abreast of the latest law changes in New York State and keep up to date with the latest technologies and equipment. I would respectfully request permission to attend the New York Chiefs Police Conference in Rochester, New York. The conference will be held July 21st, 2019 through July 21st, 2019, and it's signed Chief Oliva. I move for approval for this conference for our chief.
Motion by Mr. Saliano,
Second.
second by Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Great. And the last item is authorization for detective to attend the 2019 SNY PJOA Annual Training Conference. It's from August 25th to the 30th. The total cost for the conference is $841. We're sending one of our detectives, Detective Walter O'Keefe. I move for approval for this training conference for our detective, please.
Motion by Mr. Saliano,
Second.
second by Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Smalley.
Good evening. I have nine items from the Department of Parks and Recreation. The first is a purchase order 70-19-22, service tours for 2019 summer day camps. There are 18 trips to multiple day camp locations. Each trip requires 3 buses, and the cost varies between $850 to $2,200, depending on mileage. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The next item is purchase order 70-19-23, authorization for Royal Coach Services for 2019 summer day camp. This is for 6 trips to multiple day camp locations. Again, the fees vary. The total cost is $28,275. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Ms. Hagedis. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The next item, purchase order 70-19-24, top dressing mix for the athletic fields. It's 2 trailer loads of top dressing mix, 42 tons a load at $58 a ton. The total cost is $4,872. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Moving on, the purchase order 70-19-25, service tours for summer day camp trips for 2019. There are 12 trips for the Great Escape Camp, 3 trips for the Great Ventures Camp, and 2 trips for the Summer Fun Camp. The total cost is $27,120. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The next item, memo number 46, Recreation and Parks requests authorization to hire the following recreation assistants in the sports camp, effective June 26, 2019. The names are listed on the attachments. I don't think you want me to read each and every name.
Thank you.
Okay. There are 20 different salary with adjustments for 2 new hires, and the staff rates vary between $10.50 and $16 an hour. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Ms. Hagedis. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The next item, memo number 49, the Recreation Department requests authorization to hire the following seasonal employees, effective as noted on the attached document. Teenscape employee John Florshak at $10.50 an hour, effective June 26, 2019. Please note, this individual will be replacing Allison Powers, who was previously approved. The next individual is Christina Portanova as a recreation assistant at $15 an hour, effective June 26, 2019. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Memo number 49, effective June 26, 2019, the Recreation Department is asking for authorization to hire on the attached list of seasonal day camp and pool. Now, this is an extremely long list. Again, I don't think that you want me to read every name on there.
Thank you.
Okay. For day camp and pool, we have rates that vary from $10 an hour to $13 an hour. We also have instructor rates for pool programs, Aquadrum Vibes, and Hydro Reevaluation Total Body Workout at $60 per session. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries.
I know it gets a little dry.
You say second.
I'm sorry. You okay? Okay.
Mr. DiPaolo?
Okay.
Thank you.
397?
They figured it out.
Yes. you need a second.
Oh, no, we didn't get a second yet.
Oh, okay. We need a second on that.
You need a second on that last one.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
A second.
second by Ms. Haggerty. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, moving right along here. Authorization to hire 2 seasonal parks groundkeepers effective June 26, 2019. We want to fill these 2 positions. This is memo number 48. It will be $12 an hour. Names and employees have not been selected yet. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
I think I might have jumped
I
ahead.
think
No?
so.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, actually, it's interesting because it looks like 2 different, no, 2 different agendas. Okay, I did jump ahead on that one, so now we're on to the authorization to reimburse staff for water safety instructor WSI classes or lifeguard training. And this is something I'd like to read to you. Memo number 47. Approved to reimburse individuals up to a maximum of $225 for successful completion of the water safety WSI class and for lifeguard training instructor class. This will be granted after the completion of the coursework and with the understanding that the person continues to work for the town to the date agreed upon when they are hired. These positions will be filled only if the present number of returning staff with these certifications is reduced. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Mr. Soriano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
I believe that is it for my report this evening. One announcement, concert season at Carroll Park begins Thursday night, June 27th at 7 o'clock. Please come out. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Haggis.
Good evening. I have 3 items on the agenda. First one is purchase order, where is it? 50-19-12, and that is for milling between Swanson Drive from Nennehagen Road to Westlake Drive. And the total square yards is 16,320 square yards. Cost per square yard is $1.73. And the total anticipated cost is $28,233.60. I move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Haggis,
Second.
second by Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The second item is purchase order 50-1913, and it's to paving portions of Swanson Drive from Lakeview Avenue, Stevens Avenue, and Linda Avenue. And the vendor is Clove Excavators, and the total anticipated tonnage is 612 tons, and the cost per ton is $101.80. So the total cost is $62,301.60. And I move for approval, please.
It's
Motion by Ms. Haggis,
1 second.
1 second, did I miss something up here?
Yeah, so you want to do the total, you're doing each one separate, or you're doing them all together?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, you said Swanson Drive. And then next one is Linda Avenue, thank you.
No problem.
Linda Avenue from Union Avenue to Rosary Hill Delivery Entrance, and the cost per ton is $101. And the 158 tons, and the total cost is $16,084.40. And there's another one, Stevens Avenue from Commerce Street West past the Gates of Heaven Cemetery entrance. And the total anticipated tonnage is 306.25 tons. Cost per ton, again, is $101.80. Total cost is $31,000 and $31,176.25. And the last one is Lakeview Avenue from the Metro North Railroad to Commerce Street. Total anticipated tonnage is 127 tons. Cost per ton, $101.80. And the total cost is $12,928.60. And the total cost, and now I will move, is $122,000, $490.85. Okay, move to approve, please.
Motion by Ms. Haggerty,
Second.
Another big
second
number
by
for
Mr.
me.
Saliano.
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, the last one on my agenda here is an authorization to request applications for the position of auto mechanic vacated by David Antilla due to his recent retirement. And that was submitted by David Barker, the Director of Fleet Operations. I move to approve, please.
Motion by Ms. Haggerty,
Second. Second.
second by Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
That's all I have, thank you.
Thank you. Town Attorney, I don't believe you have anything.
Nothing today, Mr. Supervisor.
Thank you. Next item is our scheduled meetings. As we said before, there will be 2 meetings in July. Work session Tuesday, 7/2 at 7 p.m. Business session will be 7/9 at 8 p.m. Be no further business, so I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Saliano,
Second.
second by Ms. Smalley. Thank you. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.